today I would like to touch on a subject that I believe could drive anyone crazy that wants to find out if the Roland SH-01A plugin sounds the same as the Roland SH-01A boutique version. And I would say that, to make a long story short, that where I really found the big differences between these synthesizers are the source mixer. When you run them, like the Sawtooth and the Sub Oscillator on the boutique, sounds a little bit more fatter. And can you compensate it with the amplifier, the tonal character? No, you can't actually. It will give a different character, but it's not the same. They will never be identical. Also the big differences, which I think the small difference that makes a huge difference, is how the Roland filter burn is actually a little bit more present, that makes it pop out a bit more on the SH-01A. How the LFO modulates the filter sounds different also, and the envelopes are very different here compared to the, in a better way to me actually, how I like to use them, compared to the Plugout version. So before we begin, I would say that this is my favorite so far. Okay, so in the start here, you won't, I believe that you won't find any big differences when I run the Sawtooth on the System 8 compared to the boutique. Sounds very same. To my ears there's a little bit difference there, but it will not make a big point. Until you turn down the frequency on the filter here. Of course, the differences are very small between these ones, but I can feel the presence of the filter burn. It's way more clear when we add the resonance halfway on both. There I can hear a bit difference, but if you crank up the sub oscillator 1 octave down, there's a big difference in according to my listening, and it comes around here. It's all the way present, but around here happens something magical. It really burns good, doesn't it? And also, if I use the envelopes, let's the amplifier is in gate mode. Let's try to put the envelope. I removed the resonance now. And I try to do the same thing on this guy, which is the Plugout version, keep in mind. And when I say Plugout version, it's on the hardware running, so it's not the plugin on the computer. back to this one. I can promise you that how hard I try to match the envelopes on the Plugout and the one on the SH-01A, I find it personally very hard to reach near this result you do on this one. Perhaps you could sit and tweak it and fiddle around and somehow at the end of the day get a bit close results. I find it very hard to do on the System 8. Sorry, not System 8, I mean on the Plugout hardware Plugout SH-0101 compared to the Boutique. Here it comes very big into play to me, where this shines very much. It shines everywhere according to me, but especially here you can begin to feel big differences between them. I also want to point out the modulation sounds really good on this one when you LFO modulate the filter. You can have a look and listen to that too. Let's try to do the same thing, perhaps not similar thing, but almost the same thing on a Plugout here. I can feel that the range in the how much modulation you add to the filter is definitely not the same feeling as that one. That feels way better actually when it comes to that. I really like it. I think that I didn't cover one thing that you can get like an extra bonus. If you want to hear the tonal character on the amplifier, how you might think that you can compensate for the filter burn for, I can show you that it's not really the case actually. If we listen to, let's say the Sub Oscillator 1 octave down and the Sawtooth wave. You hear the filter burn there, some resonance. Without resonance then. So on the Plugout here, I was thinking perhaps I can compensate with the amplified tonal character, fattening it up a bit. I don't know, what do you think? I think it's not possible. It raises the bottom end a bit, but it's not that near actually. So this has more burn and bite to it actually, according to my ears. I'm not sure which one you like. Write in the comments. I like the Boutique very much. I think it's a good concept.